So we are nearly at the 50%, which is the goal for 2020. But then the next goal is actually to be independent of fossil fuels by 2050. And the tools that we have used for the first 50% will not be enough for the next 50%. So we have to open the new toolbox for the further development. And we see new tools in a more vertical integration in the electricity system, where we call the first 50 share more based on horizontal tools, European electricity market, strong transmission grid, and a wholesale market in all of Europe. Now the vertical, we mean that we will go down and create a more coherent energy market all the way down to retail markets to incentivize more flexibility on the demand side, so you'll obtain price flexibility. And the other way we see this vertical integration is between the different energy systems, so that we talk about coupling of energy sectors to create a coherent energy system where electricity, gas, heating, transportation and industry is all connected, and creating this flexibility between the different sectors and go from traditional power plants to energy plants where you can use electricity when you have a surplus electricity to create gases. We call it power to gas. We also say power to X, because X could be fossil fuels also for aviation and transportation. And when you have no wind and need electricity, then you can use the fuels and the biomass to go the opposite way and then produce electricity. So extending this flexibility. And in our gas system in Denmark, we're also TSO for gas. We have two big gas storages. And in these gas storage, you can actually hold an energy equivalent to 1/3 of the annual electricity demand in Denmark. So we have these options for storing and saving energy for later use, which is necessary when you go for the 50%. So I guess many of these tools will be implemented at an earlier stage in countries where you don't have the interconnectors and the option for balancing in a large European electricity market. In addition to this, we see the digitalization as a major way of, or a major enabler of flexibility and new business models, where digital platforms and data sharing, data-based business model will create a lot of different business model, even behind the meter, out at the end consumer, where you can trade electricity and you can optimize the use of your PV, your heat pump for heating and charging of your electric car. So we see a lot of options with these digitalization and data-based business models.